16-year-old is dead. Now his older brother is behind bars, charged for being the one who pulled the trigger.
And it tops our news tonight at 5. A Detroit teenager locked up tonight and could spend much of the rest of his life there.
Right now he is charged with the shooting death of his brother early yesterday morning in their home. Rod Maloney live at the house where this happened on the city's east side. And Rod, walk us through the charges here.
Well, right now there are 3 felonies and 1 misdemeanor. And, you know, the real sadness of this is sort of borne out by the sort of makeshift memorial that's here on the steps here of the family home where this shooting happened yesterday. Yes, the sign says a happy holiday. It clearly will not, especially for an 18-year-old young man who could spend a lot of time in prison.
How you doing?
Hi.
When 18-year-old Aver Johnson walked into his video arraignment this afternoon, his youth became clear. He's small, thin, his eyes showing he's clearly frightened. He stood silently and listened to the laundry list of charges he now faces after he allegedly and accidentally shot and killed his next youngest brother with his own handgun in the family home early Wednesday morning. Johnson looking at the possibility of at least 15 years in prison for 2 counts of manslaughter, death by weapon aimed with intent but without malice. There's a felony firearms count and a misdemeanor of careless discharge of a firearm. When asked if he understood, he politely responded.
Yes, ma'am.
Aver, the eldest of 6 children at the home at the time, his mother in the hospital, stepfather in jail. His 16-year-old brother, now identified as Sean Johnson, ended up shot in the shoulder. EMS rushed him to St. John's Hospital, but he died in surgery. Detroit police confiscated the gun. The judge ordered Johnson held without bond. Now, I talked to Detroit police this afternoon to get a feeling on what the situation is with this family. They still don't know whether the mother is out of the hospital, but at this point, the 4 children who were removed from this house yesterday still remain with other family members. And this is really sending a shockwave throughout the neighborhood and clearly throughout the family. Back to you.
Yeah, Rod, such a tragedy. What happens next in the case?
Well, there's the probable cause hearing on January 4th, and then the preliminary hearing, the preliminary hearing that happens on the 11th, and that's when we'll get more information about what transpired here and maybe get a little detail about how this all happened and where this is all headed.
All right, we'll be following it. Rod Maloney reporting live for us tonight. Thank you, Rod.